Here bringing you the brand new video, and today we got the final card for Subterror. This is a trap card. It's Subterror Final Battle coming out of Maximum Crisis. It is a normal trap card, as I said, and activate one of these effects. Also, after that, set this card face down instead of sending it to the graveyard. So that's actually kind of an interesting effect, because not only after you activate this card, you just immediately just flip it face down. It's kind of like Scrap Iron Scarecrow in that aspect, where it would negate an attack and then it would set itself. So the first effect is change one set Subterror monster on the field to face up attack or defense position. So basically, this card lets you basically get free advantage off your face down monsters. That's obviously quite good, because it allows you to play this card a little bit more aggressively. Because I think inherently Subterrors are. I think Subterrors are a little bit more of a regressive control deck, but this card allows you to play the deck a little bit more aggressively, and you can play this just to silence your opponent out of doing some major damage to you. It works kind of well with some of the other ones, but it also doesn't work with some of the other ones. I think Uberax, or whatever his name is, the level 12 that has 3000 defense, is probably one of the better cards you could probably play with this card in defense position. Side note, it's a monster. It's not Subterror Behemoth, so you could kind of just set a you could just change, like, I don't know, Fiendess or Nemesis Warrior or Archer, and that'd be kind of fine too, I guess, in some ways. I could see advantage in that, but I think it's a very good effect for what it does, and it's a reactive card, and it's kind of, you can also kind of play this proactively. So if you're kind of losing the game, you can flip up your Subterror monster, gain its effect, and then swing for damage. That's pretty good, I think. The second bullet point here is change the face-up Subterror monster that you on the field to face-down defense position. I can see why this card is actually kind of useful. This effect is kind of useful because it allows you to, again, proactively switch through cards to defense positions. So if you're like in a losing position and there's a Subterror on the field that kind of needs its effect to activate, and you kind of can't really get it to activate on your opponent's turn, you kind of just flip this card face down. You're mostly going to activate that effect during your opponent's turn, probably, unless it's like a really good effect that you could just do over and over again. So the ideal situation for this card is like you flip summon, again, activate effect, then flip it face down with this card, and then flip it face up again, and flip it back face down if it's if it's an effect worth having multiple times a turn. So that's a really good thing. So yeah. And the second effect is attack and defense of one Subterror monster on the field becomes equal to its combined original attack and defense until the end of the turn. So basically, it becomes whatever stat line that is applicable to a situation. So for example, we're going to use Fiendess as an example. It becomes a 1900 attack monster for level 1, and conversely, it has 1900 defense. So. And the third effect is the effect of Subterror cards cannot be negated. This does not, unfortunately, include Hidden City, because Hidden City is not considered a Subterror card. But still, it's pretty good. It does work with this card. This card is not a once per turn effect, so you could just flip this card and say, "Oh hey, you can't negate my cards now." Flip this card up, and yo, let's go. I can do all these crazy shenanigans on your opponent's turn or your turn. So it's decent. I think this card is actually really good. I think you might actually play through this card. I legitimately do, mainly because Subterrors are kind of lacking in this thing right now, in the game right now. So I kind of think that this card kind of makes it an archetype kind of playable. Beforehand, I honestly was kind of skeptical, and I also don't think that it was possible. But I mean, people said that about Kaijus, and Kaijus is actually kind of a functioning deck, and it's actually kind of decent. But anyway, tell me what you guys think about this card in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been Team Metamorphos, and I'll be signing out.